Welcome back to Ludzy's Lounge. We're taking our callers right now on our line 905-356-4732. We've got a lot of callers that called in. Neskis from Toronto. Hello, how are you?
It's Craig Mainstay. I'm from Scarborough, Ontario. I got a question for you about the Maple Leafs. I'm an avid fan. I wonder if you actually had a chance to watch any of the games. If you have, you would have noticed that Jaguar and Gustafsson have been a cornerstone for the team all year. Any of their wins have came almost directly from those two guys. I don't know where you come off saying that they're not helping this team out at all.
Well, where do you say you're from?
Scarborough, Ontario.
And your name's Mainstain?
Craig Mainstain.
Craig Mainstain. How many wins do the Leafs have this year? What position are they in? Do you know?
Right, the third last in the conference.
Exactly. So don't be lipping off to me and telling me how many great games their goaltenders have played and how many great games they've stolen. Look at the New Jersey Devils, the greatest goalie of all time.
Have you watched any of the games or not? Maybe you got to hook your high-def television up and watch it, because every single game they're getting no shot. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that, but it's not their goaltending. Don't start like that. Burke's done a good job. They are doing some scary guys. Orr's doing his job. They have Rosehill up. Brown's been hurt.
Cole Moore plays 1:45 a game. Are you telling me he's scaring anybody?
Yeah, I think he is scaring a lot of people.
Who?
Everyone he plays.
The Sedin twins, the Teddy Bears, are scared of Cole Moore?
The point you make is about Gustafsson, and you make the point about Jaguar not helping their team out at all. You're completely wrong. You're off on that one.
Well, listen, Mainstain, from Scarborough. I know this must be your night. You're off for stealing hubcaps, but I got to tell you, I don't know how many games you've watched. Jaguar won't finish the year with the Leafs. Jaguar will not finish the year.
I've watched every game, and if you watch every game as well, Steve, you'd obviously see, being a hockey expert like you are, you would have seen that the goaltending's actually been a big part of this team, especially Jaguar.
Okay, Mainstain, answer me this. Riddle me this, Mainstain. When was the last game that you saw one of the Leaf goalies flat out steal a game where you said if they weren't in that, we don't win? Tell me one.
Well, look at the first game of the season. Did you watch the first game against Montreal? They have no business being in that game. Besides the first period. Jaguar makes, I think it was 42 saves. First start of the game, that's a win.
Wow, what was that, about 40 games ago?
Well, you're saying the goaltending is a problem, and you're saying the back end is a problem, and I don't really feel it is. I think the defense is pretty strong as well. For no, it's been real with injuries all year.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Mainstain. The defense is strong with lifting weights and power lifting and stuff like that in the gym. The defense is not strong. Komisarek was never the same after he got slapped around by Ludzy in Montreal when they played Boston. They don't have the first pass. You can be as strong as you want. If you can't make the first pass, it's like racing a Toyota in the Indy 500. You better know a mighty good shortcut, okay? Mainstain, nice talking to you, big boy. Hey, welcome back to Ludzy's Lounge. We've got a full board of callers calling in here. Number is 905-356-4732. Our next caller is Victor Mulroney from Surrey, BC. Victor, a long way from Niagara Falls, my friend.
Ludzy, what's going on?
Good, pal. How you doing?
Not too bad. I just want to say I'm a big-time fan.
Thank you. We're loving you in the lounge right now. We've got a full lounge. We're making sure everybody's tipping the waitresses well here, and everything's going
fine. That sounds good. I got one question for you.
Right.
What do you think of the Vancouver Canucks?
Vancouver Canucks are a team that are going to impress a lot of people down the stretch, as they're impressing right now. Roberto Luongo has got his Superman cape back. He's flying high. I know he went back to Florida for a couple of days. His wife obviously has trouble with pregnancy. She had trouble with the first pregnancy, and her family is from Florida. I know them very well. Luongo, if I had to bet my house on one guy, Luongo's the guy that I have in net for one game, one night, one time. Luongo is the guy. Up front, the Sedin twins are playing tremendous hockey, as good as they ever have been playing. They think the same. The thought patterns are the exact same. I think Vancouver plays a tough game when they have to turn the puck over the blue line very many times at all in the game. And Alain Vigneault, wasn't too many years ago, Vigneault was almost on his way out of Vancouver. Remember the time when the new GM came in there, Gillis, and said, I got to interview this guy, see if he's good enough to coach his team. I think he's proved he's good enough to coach that team.
I agree.
Good call, Mr. Mulroney.
Well, Ludzy, it's been a pleasure. Maybe I'll stop by the lounge sometime.
Well, I got a key right here. I'll leave it out front for you there. I'll send one off to you. Just leave it with the secretary, your address with the secretary, and I'll send the Ludzy Lounge key over to you.
All right, buddy. You take care.
All right, pal.
Yeah.
We'll be back after these messages. Hey, welcome back to Ludzy's Lounge. 905-356-4732. You want to chit-chat with Ludzy at the lounge? Come and call. We got a caller on here. It's Mark Trollen from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Cold Moose Jaw, I'd imagine. Hey, Mark?
Hello, Steve.
Yeah, who's it? Is this Mark?
Hey, Steve, I'm a big fan of yours. How you doing, sir?
Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Feeling good. Welcome to the lounge.
I thought it was a great novel. I'm a big fan of yours and your career. I followed you since you were in Moncton. I got a quick question for you. What's your favorite spot that you ever coached? And after that, can you please answer me this question? What's your favorite spot you ever visited while coaching?
Well, my favorite spot that I ever coached, and I always enjoyed myself anywhere I've coached. Detroit Vipers was probably my most famous spot where we won at about a 720 percentage, and it was good hockey for my two boys that played hockey at that time, and a good school system. And I'd say Detroit was, and Chicago is my favorite place to visit because I played Chicago. I knew all the great spots to go to. So thanks for the question.
Thank you very much, Steve. You have a nice night.
Did you enjoy the book?
Yeah, I did. Thank you very much. I read it twice, actually.
Okay, thanks. Hey, folks, if you haven't got your copy of Steve Ludzy, been there, done that, get it now. It's hot off the presses. We're in our third publishing section right now. And enjoy it. It's the funniest and most truthful book about hockey you're going to read. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.